can hear me, then please write yes on the chat so that we know everyone is very good and ready. Good morning, everyone. This is Jessica. Can you hear me loud and clear? Because I'm in a meeting room right now. Is there any echo? Can you see me good? Can see? Morning, everybody. Morning, morning, morning. Thank you for joining us today. Good morning. Happy to see you. Thank you. I'll give you a few minutes to adjust your speaker and everything, and I will share our screen. Thank you for joining us today. Yeah, it's a few of products that we are going to talk about, some old, some just launched. So are we ready to get into it? Right? Okay, let me share my screen, yeah? Can everyone see the screen? It says fight against germ. You guys see it? You guys see the screen? Can? Stephanie Tan says can. Tan Yan Chi says okay. Jess Ang says yes. So I hope everybody can see. Right, today it's back to a training session about germs again. We have since launched a few products, just recently launched and then also launched previously on how to fight against germs. Basically, it's all about pandemic again lah. Because I think nowadays you will know, surely there is this saying to say that if you don't know anyone close to you who had COVID before, then you literally have no friends. And those who have not actually got COVID is very, very rare as the panda in China nowadays. This is to show that the COVID, the Omicron, I think, should be 90% now is taken over by Omicron, is very, very transmissible and it's very easy to get. So take care, and we have quite a few of products, not specifically for Omicron or the COVID-19, but some would help. So basically, just to share, I had COVID earlier this month. So I don't know, it should be from the school. Okay, so I quarantined myself. So during that quarantine period, one of my family member has it first. So quarantine in a room. So those who are staying together in a house, where can we go, right? So what we can do here is we need to quarantine the sick patient, and then we also have to do a lot of things to boost up our immune system and also to clean the house so that it minimizes the transmission, right? So I am sure a lot of people will have this, oh, someone in my house has this, what can I do? What are the things that I should have in my house, right? So this is where probably we can share with you, and you can share with your customers what are the things that they can get from Cosway to help in this, because this is a situation where we try to avoid, but if it happens, what can we do? So we have some products, especially because we're taking care of household items. So these are some of the products that they can have and store at home, just in case it happened, they have it in hand. So what am I talking about here is, so far everyone okay, yeah? Can hear me, yeah? So our lifestyle has changed. We have masks, we have sanitizer, and we have things to actually help to protect ourselves against coronavirus. Now, I've heard from our team that a few of our store operators wanted us to repeat this training for antibacterial disinfectant. This one that we have launched a few months back, right? At the end of the year, maybe early this year. So anyone who has any question, please type in Q&A. Our panelists will help to sort of like answer your questions. Okay, so the questions that I get from our team that you feedback, some of the stockists actually feedback to SSC team and the regional managers, so that they wanted to know more about this disinfectant, how to use it, what is this? So basically, like this is different from our normal household product in the sense that maybe we are quite used to, okay, this is a dish drop, so it used to wash dish. This is a floor cleaner, it used to mop, it can be used to mop your floor, make your floor clean. So it has a very specific place and usage for our household. Now this one, people get a bit confused. So use for what? Use for floor? White floor one? White table? Can use for what? So because we don't say the function specifically, it's because it's multi-purpose. The way why we actually have this product is, you keep at home. I have 2-3 bottles at home. Okay, I buy for my parents, I buy for my mother-in-law and everything to keep at home. Why? Because this season needs it. This is the thing that I use to wash my clothes, to mop my floor, and also to clean my hard surfaces at least once a week. Of course, the laundry, I'll do it very often. Why? This is because you see this, you see this logo? Wait, okay, this one. This is a logo that we specially asked a lab to test. It can kill coronavirus up to 99.99. Okay, coronavirus, specifically coronavirus. So the rest of the bacteria, the fungal, sure can. All right, so why do we need this now? This is one of the things that you can tell your customer, keep at least 1 or 2 in your house, just in case somebody gonna, I use this gao. Okay, you clean the surfaces, especially when the house is small and then there is only 1 common toilet. If 2 people gonna in the house and then they don't have any other toilet to go, they have to use the common toilet. This is very good to disinfect all the places that the patient has been to. Okay, all right, so what can we do with this thing? A lot of people ask, but first of all, I will tell you what is this. This is antibacterial disinfectant. It can be used on hard surfaces, on toilet, on laundry, on your floor, hard surfaces on your floor, right? To disinfect means to kill all the bacteria and the viruses. And we have tested, proven here, it can kill coronavirus. So in a nutshell, this is exactly like Dettol. Okay, for those who want to have a short answer, this is exactly like Dettol. Now, why do people buy Dettol? To disinfect, right? So those days back in 5 years back, I don't think a lot of people would just buy Dettol and disinfect the house. But now, since coronavirus, the pandemic has started, everybody has this. Okay, because they want to minimize the transmission of virus in the house and through the people and through the surfaces. Okay, now how does this work? It suppresses the bacteria and fungal growth. Now, after the pandemic slowly goes down a bit, right? What do we use this for also? It also stops fungal growth. So it's very good in places like your toilet floor and everything where it's very damp, and some places they don't have sunlight come in so much. So very easily the fungal can grow. You can use this to wash your toilet floor or any floor that is very damp, maybe your the places where kitchen is and it's very damp, and then you don't have a lot of sunlight coming in. So fungal easily grow, you can use this, and then it stops the fungal growth. Meaning last time got a lot, after you use this, it won't come back so easily. Then this one eliminates odor. Some bacteria has the kitchen I suppose, and the toilet. When you have fungal and then you know how they say the upay, Chinese said the smell of the place is very bad. You use this, it helps to eliminate the odor. So because why we have pine essential oil, when you open this, I'm sure you have opened this and used this before. It's green in color, unlike Dettol, correct? Dettol is brown. This is green because we have pine essential oil. Therefore, it helps to deodorize and refreshes your surrounding. Now, same like Dettol, anyone who have used this, you pour it into water, it turns whitish, correct? That's because of the active ingredient. Okay, so it's multi-use solution. You can use it for your clothes when you wash your clothes, your hard surfaces, your toilet seats, your sink, washing machine, and all these things. It helps to disinfect. So main thing you need to remember is it kills bacteria, it stops fungal growth or reduce fungal growth, and it kills coronavirus. So where can I use this? Places where you don't want this thing to grow. Hard surfaces, okay? Easy to remember? Boleh? Okay, any question you can put through the chat. So this is the active ingredient. This is a repeat of the training we did. So chlorosilenol, right? This is actually exactly the same as Dettol. Exactly the same. Percentage and strength is the same, but our price is not the same, correct? So you will smell, it's very strong smell. I think this is part of the thing that people commented. Yo, very strong smell. Yes, just like Dettol, it has this smell because the strength is exactly the same. 4.8% chlorosilenol. It's the same thing. That's why you will have that hospital smell thing. Okay, because it helps to disinfect. This is the active ingredient to help. So what we do to help to cover it up a little bit is we add in pine essential oil. Now, pine essential oil has a very refreshing smell. But not only that, it also has disinfection properties. So both, when you use together, helps to deodorize and kill bacteria better. Okay? So unlike the brand D, Dettol, it doesn't have a pine essential oil, the normal ones. Okay, so that's why it smells more sharp to the nose, pungent. So with the pine essential, it helps you to cover it up a little bit with a little bit of the refreshing smell. But it is still strong. I have to agree. Okay, but we have to understand why it is strong. You have to tell your customer, because if they don't know and you don't prepare them mentally, then they will think, yo, so busuk tak suka lah. But they have to understand why. It's because the hospital, the industry is using this to disinfect because this is effective. Therefore, it has a bit of that smell. and it can be very pungent if you use direct, and if you use it in a concentrated manner. Okay. Now this is a independent laboratory, which means it is not owned by Cosway or sendiri buat punya lab test. So Viroxy test, Viroxy lab is an independent lab. So it shows that it can kill 99.99% of COVID-19 virus. Okay. So you see, after 5 and 15 minutes, so which means this is concentrated at 4%, very concentrated. 5 and 15 minutes, boleh kill habis, almost habis lah, 99.99%. So this is the question where we always get, or maybe your customer will always ask you, I buy already, how to use? You cannot use this directly to wash, mop floor also, because to them it's very, this job is to wash my dishes, you know, floor cleaner is to clean floor. So they have a very specific thing for a specific place to use. That this one, everything also can use. So maybe you need to help them to understand how to use this. We will also put this into newsletter soon so that they will understand. Okay. Now, how to use this? You can use this to mop the floor. Okay, you can use it directly to mop the floor without anything. Also boleh. So how to use this is this cap. This is very concentrated one. Now, what we are showing you now is concentrated to almost immediately kill any viruses. So the smell will be quite pungent. So 2 capfuls of this in 2.4 liter of water. 2.4 liter of water, if you are using our spin dry mop, is about 1/3 of the water only. 1/3 bakola of the water. So usually it's until here, so it's only 1/3, which is a little water. It's not a lot of water. So it's a very concentrated way of mopping your floor. So the smell will be very pungent. We will think of using this if you really need to kill virus quick and fast. Example, if you have cases happening in your house, cannot help it. If you're, somebody of your relative, of your loved ones had COVID, you can't kick them out of the house, right? And you may not be able to also stay outside. You need to take care of the person, but you also don't want it to transmit. So which means you already know there is COVID-19 virus somewhere. Okay, you want to kill it fast and you want to disinfect your house. So you may need to use it very concentrated way of killing it. So this might be the solution. 2 capfuls, 2.4 liter of water. No need so准lah, like 2.5, 3 liters, a little bit like that. But the smell will be pungent. This one is true. So you have to tell your customer also, right? So there are questions that people ask. If I don't want to use so concentrated, can I use 1 capful? And maybe, or else 2 capfuls, but more water. You can. The answer is you can. All right. It can still kill coronavirus, but it may not be within 5 to 15 minutes, that kind of a timeline, like the test has shown. Okay, because the test is using 4% concentration. Ours is 4.8 now. So so it will not be so fast, but you will still get that protection. So maybe you're just doing a weekly disinfection or a twice weekly disinfection, just to be sure that you don't have any small remnants of viruses or bacteria. You can, okay? You can actually dilute it a little bit more. You will still get the disinfectant effect, but it may not be so fast. Okay, meaning, example, it may take 5 to 15 minutes to kill immediately 99.99%. But if you dilute it more, it maybe take more, half an hour, 2 hours to gain that 99.99% effect. So far, okay? All right, so you can use this to mop your floor. The question also, can I use it with other floor cleaner? Can. You may. Okay, you may. If you add it into it, the floor cleaner, let's say you're using lavender, but you will be overpowered with this smell. So it depends on how you prefer it, but you can use it together. It's just that the smell will not be the same anymore, right? Or you can use it one time with lavender, and then if you want to disinfect it, you can mop the second time with this one. Depends on how you want to do it. Okay. So far is okay. So you can also dilute this at the same concentration to wipe hard surfaces. So experience is what I did is I diluted something like that. I put it in a spray bottle and spray on hard surfaces and wipe. Okay, wipe on the countertop, wipe on the doorknob, wipe on the door, on the toilet that the COVID positive person has used, wipe on places where he or she has touched, just in case, so that it will not transmit, right? To reduce the transmission. So you can use this formula to wipe floor, or you can also put it into a pail to wipe down your hard surfaces. Or I put it in a spray bottle to spray, and then wipe whenever that person touch something. Okay. Okay, toilet. Toilet is the same. You can use like this, especially when I said the toilet where it's a little bit musky smell because got mold and then got fungal growth a bit that we cannot see. And usually toilet is the places where when it's built in certain houses that the sunlight cannot come in all the time. So you will have that smell. So I use this to wash. After washing the toilet with bathroom cleaner, I actually use this again to wash the toilet floor, just to scrub off the fungal. If the fungal growth is very, very bad, it may delay it to come back slower. Sometimes some toilet every week you wash one time, also not enough. So this one I find because if the fungal growth grows faster, you find your floor is a little bit slimy like that. Fast. This one after I use it won't be so slimy because it shows that the fungal doesn't come back so easily. Okay. Let's say got questions. Okay, I think my panelist is answering all the questions. Yeah. Okay, so far all right. This is to clean the toilet, to clean the sink. So it's the same thing that I use. You dilute it in the water. I personally use it in a spray bottle. After dilution, I put it in a spray bottle and I spray it. So at one point, I have one spray bottle near the places downstairs, upstairs. So whenever people have used it in the toilet, they will spray and clean it up. So to minimize, that is during the period where you have COVID positive patients inside. This is how I use it. I'm not sure if that will be a tip for you to help your customer as well. So for laundry, I also use it. I know many people use it. We share it to other people. Personally, if that person has COVID-19 and also you still need to wash their clothes, right? So give them a pail of water, put their clothes inside. This one, 1.8 liter of water plus 1.5 capful of our disinfectant is to treat their clothes. Soak it for 5 minutes before you wash together with other people's clothes. That's one option. Not only for the COVID patients, sometimes if somebody went out to high-risk places, I would also gather their clothes in the body and then do this. Okay. For myself, if it's also normal laundry, I will put half a cap inside my washing machine and then add together with my normal detergent to just have a mild disinfection on my daily clothing. Okay, this one is how I use it. So this one is multi-purpose. It's up to you how to use it. What I'm trying to tell you is the function of this thing, what it is made of, and the way that you can use it. Okay, and also you can use it and dilute it more than what is suggested. It still have the disinfection effect. It's just that it's slower. So what we are telling and what we are suggesting here is for maximum effect, maximum killing effect. The 99.99%, the fastest and the best way of doing it. Okay, if you think the smell is too strong, I don't want to smell like hospital all day long. I stay inside my house. I feel like I'm in a hospital. Or my clothes, I go out, it's like I'm a doctor like that. So if you don't want that and you don't have the need to do so concentrated level, you can reduce it. Okay, you can reduce it to the smell or to the level that you feel comfortable, but bear in mind, you still have the killing effect. It's just that it will be slower. Okay, so the question now is, do you need it to be so strong? If you have the need to be so strong, follow the instruction. If you don't have, it's just for daily protection, just in case, got little bit you feel that, daily I want to do this just in case, you can reduce the dosage. So far clear? Okay, so this for laundry is the maximum effect. Okay, 1.5 cap of this in 1.8 liter of water, which means that's very little water, almost like 1 bottle of the Pepsi and a little bit more. Okay, very little water just to soak. This is for maximum killing effect. The fastest way to kill the coronavirus, okay, is to do this. Soak for 5 minutes, then, okay, you can add together with other clothes to wash, or you want to hand wash it, it's up to you. Okay, now this is what I do for the COVID positive patient, or when after they go to high-risk places, I will just do this. For normal daily laundry, I just add half a cap and then wash it usual cycle with my laundry, just to be like extra careful. That's all. And then my clothes, when you take it out during the wet, when you hang it up, it have a little bit of that pine smell. I'm okay with it lah. I'm okay with it. So it depends on you guys also. All right. So for me is I have the assurance that part of my clothes is also somewhat disinfected. All right. Okay, for drains or directly to the toilet bowl, this is also important, especially when you're sharing a toilet with a positive patient, that positive person. So you use it neat, which means you don't dilute. Okay, you pour 1 cap or 2 capful directly into the sink or toilet on the toilet bowl here. This one. Okay, this one is to disinfect. You have to remember this is to disinfect. It does not exactly clean out the grime. This is to disinfect, which means if it's very dirty with a lot of stain, it will not remove the stain. This is to disinfect and kill the viruses. If you want to remove the stain, you use a toilet cleaner. Use a toilet cleaner already. If you want to disinfect, pour 2 capfuls to disinfect the whole place, or to the drain. Sometimes when they cough, they need to spit, into the sink. So onto the drain, and you're scared that it may have remnants of virus, and if their CT value is very low, which means they're highly contagious, so you need to do all this. Pour directly so that it can kill faster and kill more, right? So far okay or not? How to use this product? Because generally this is what we get from people. I buy already, I don't know how to teach my customer to use, or my customer do not know what is this for. So to recap, this is exactly like Dettol. Same active ingredient, same strength, right? So how do you use this is, bear in mind, this is a disinfectant, multi-purpose disinfectant, which means that you can actually use this as it is to disinfect your toilet, okay, toilet bowl, or you can mix it with water to wash your clothes, to wipe your floor, to mop your floor, or to wipe hard surfaces. And sometimes to clean your aircon, sometimes or your air purifier, because when there is cases in the house, you switch on the air purifier, all right, to clean your to clean the air around. So you need to also maintain the cleanliness of the air purifier. If not, then it won't be so effective. So maybe example like the Aspen Air, you can use this to also wipe on the surfaces, on where the air goes in and where the air comes out, right? You can also use this to wash the pre-filter, okay, because it helps you to filter the air. Okay, aircon, you wipe and then you take out the filter. Sometimes you need to wash and wipe, right? So you can use this to wipe it off, just in case if there's any viruses or bacteria that is inside. Okay, right. So so far, any questions? All answered? Okay. So Andy asked something. Okay, this one is more on health. Yeah, I will pass your questions to our health colleague, Andy. Hopefully they can get back to you. Okay, this a repeat of the frequently asked question. Okay, is the active ingredient same as Dettol? Yes, yes, yes. It is Dettol. Remember? Can I use it to disinfect wounds and cuts? Now, okay, sometimes people think Dettol, they will think can use, my son fall down already. I pour this to disinfect their wounds. No. Okay. If you notice, Dettol has two types. One, they call it multi-purpose cleaner. One is a smaller bottle, is for your wounds and cuts. Okay. Because even though it's the same active ingredient, for the one that is used on skin is more skin friendly. Other ingredients are more skin friendly, and this is to use for household. Okay, so this one, remember, is Power Max. Power Max cannot use on skin. Okay, Power Max is to use to clean your house. Okay, so ours, even though it's same as Dettol, just to explain more, because you say, same with Dettol, then your customer will say, oh, Dettol I can use to wipe the wounds. No, this Dettol is to clean your house, because Dettol itself also have two types: one to clean house, one to clean wounds, right? Can it be used on food contact surfaces and children? Can. Now, if you are using it very concentrated, it's good for you to wipe it off again. All right. If it's very little, then and they don't really put into the mouth, and should be okay. So far, right? So you can use this to disinfect the potty that they use maybe twice a week. You can use babies. You can use a little bit to disinfect the things that they put on their hand to play, right? A baby chair can. So there will be questions to ask if you can use it to disinfect the air. So this one is not recommended to spray in the air for hard surfaces and laundry only. So for the air, we have the Power Max disinfectant spray. Okay, that one is also easier for you to bring out. If you go into a lift, sometimes now in the condo, a lot of don't know which floor corner, and then share the same lift. You use our Power Max disinfectant spray to spray the lift before we go in, that kind of a thing. So this one is to wipe, right? So do I need to dilute the disinfectant before use? Yes, depend on where you want to do it. Like we showed you before, so if you want to wash your laundry, if you want to wipe the hard surfaces or the floor, you can use dilution. But if you want to disinfect a toilet bowl, where the concentration of bacteria, the concentration of virus is very high, you can use neat. Neat means directly lah. Okay, pour direct. And then wait for 5 minutes and then you flush away. So this one is a little bit more technical, just in case some people ask you, hey, your test report says it reached log 410. What is that? Log 410 is a scientific way to actually tell you how many percent reduction it can kill or reduce a contaminant. So now the contaminant, what we specifically asked them to test is the Yersinia virus. And why Yersinia virus, not called coronavirus one? Because coronavirus is very dangerous for lab to do tests. Suddenly released into the air, then, you know, another pandemic happens. So they use something very close to it, like the cousin like that, okay? Where they share the same outlook, they share the same, almost the same thing. So the logic is if I can kill something that looks similar, it can kill the coronavirus. So this is how the lab test works. And this is not like, oh, Cosway asked to do, and this is the standard test that they will do, right? So 4 log 10, ours is more than 4 log 10, more than 4 log 10. If you see the test report that we have sent out before, means it can reduce more than 99.99%. Okay, more than 99.99% within 5 to 15 minutes kill time. Okay. So this is our price. And so far, that's one product. Done. Okay. This is very useful for you to, I feel this especially helpful. Sometimes when people had anyone in the family got COVID positive, right? Sometimes suddenly they panic, they don't know what to do. So I feel it's like, because you all are very close to your customer, it's easy for you to share what happened. So I feel like sometimes ask them to keep 1 or 2 of this at home. It's a very good way. I'm not saying that you will gonna COVID lah, right? But better safe than sorry. We have this just in case gonna already, you have something to help you. Okay. This is how I feel. You know, sometimes they say, hey, Sailor, you know, oh no, oh somebody gonna, and then sometimes you test already and suddenly the shock is there. What can I do? What can other people do and to make sure that transmission does not happen so easily? It's like, hey, okay, this one, I already keep one in my home. This is what I can do. My stockists teach me this is what I can do. So it's like they feel good when people give them advices. You are better than me coming to talk to your customer. So what I'm trying to share is I share my experience to you and share how this product can be used so that you can share it to your customer. That's one product. Okay. After this is what we have. Okay, antibacterial microfiber cloth. This one cannot kill COVID. Don't say that, oh, you wipe your body then can kill COVID. No. This one is another thing. It's just that what we are sharing here is all this range of product is for cleanliness and is antibacterial. This one can kill COVID and it's very useful during COVID period. This one is more for cleanliness. Okay, I'm sure you guys have the stock already. We have 2 pieces. One is red and one is yellow, right? So anyone tried this before? Let us know your comment. Okay, so there's a Q&A. Right, so I am going through this kitchen. Now, kitchen towel. Usually we use a lot of cloth is in the kitchen usually, most of the time. Okay, that's why we call it, I will specifically talk about kitchen first, because kitchen is where all the raw food is, where the sisa makanan is, where after you eat all the dirty things are, you need to wash it off and very easily, dirty, white, dirty, white. So from our eyes, we will see, okay, my surface, I white already. But sometimes the tool that you use, you think to help you to clean, spread more germs than you can imagine, right? This cloth usually is always wet one. I mean, not to say our cloth, but usually kitchen cloth is usually very damp and wet because you're always using it to wipe things, wash already, wipe and put it there. Most of the time, if you are cooking, a lot of times it's almost wet all the time because you use it to clean surfaces. Okay, oil splatter, you wipe. Kitchen counter got spilled some sauce, you wipe. Okay, you wash already, then you put. Okay, I cut meat already. The meat juice on the counter, I wipe again. Right? So it always has things on it. And when we wipe here, wipe there, what we're doing. If this is not antibacterial, it helps to spread germs from your counter to your wall, to another counter, to that side, right? Everywhere. So you are the one with spreading because this you think is clean, help you to clean, but it's helping you to spread germs. So this is why it's important for you to select the right cloth. Okay. Now this is just some example. Fridge. You take out all your meat. There is some blood there. You use the cloth, wipe. Okay. A cooking utensil. You want to wash already, then got some sauce maybe on the handle, you wipe. Kitchen sponges also have a lot of bacteria because you use it to wash dirty dishes. Kitchen sink, of course lah, all the thing you pour inside, sometimes you don't wash it properly, it leaves remnants of bacteria there. And all this place, kitchen is usually very damp because there's water, and very warm because you use fire to cook, so the heat is there. So warm and damp, wow, best place for bacteria to grow. And then this one also, put it there like this. Usually put it like this, right? And wet. So grow inside from anak to chuchu to chit to you know what. So generation of germs here, and then we use so happy. Used to wipe the kitchen, used to wipe the fridge. Ayo, the handle so dirty. I used to wash this lah. Wipe. Mana tahu the chuchu generation 1 already there already. Generation 2 go to your kitchen countertop. Generation 3, I cook already. All the oil splatter on the surfaces, on the wall. I wipe a bit. Okay, 3 generation. Then from there, grow some more. So the whole kitchen is like a house for the germs. Woo, like that. So happy. Because this one. Okay. Right. So why we use microfiber? We don't use something else. Microfiber, because we have also cotton. Normal cotton also absorb water, right? Also can clean, right? Also cheaper, right? Why? Okay, this is why. Cleaning ability, we see three comparison. Cleaning ability is cotton, yes, absorb water, but then it does not absorb so well as well. And when it's dry, it does not have that static. Okay, so you wipe, it's just like scattered all around. It spread your dirt everywhere. So if microfiber, what is microfiber actually is a very thin fiber. They will spin it around. So this cloth actually has more thread, has more fiber compared to this cloth. Even though the same size, if I take out one thread, inside can take out more thread, more fiber. You get what I mean? So it used more fiber to make into one. And that one will use to make into this whole thing. So which means it has more surfaces to absorb water, to absorb debris. And when it's dry, it has a static. You know what is static? Static is sometimes when your hands are dry and you touch somebody and got spark. That's static. So it has a bit of static inside. It can attract the dust, small dust, which means when this, if microscopic level, if pretend this is microscopic level, there's a small dust here. When this cloth goes near, it's sort of like stick to it. Okay, stick to it a bit. So which means it's easier to bring the dirt out of the surface. So if you don't have this static, so the dirt is here, your cloth go like this. Then maybe that dirt from here go to here, because it does not stick to your cloth. So your cloth is just like a Grab driver bring from A to B. But because some dust you cannot really see much, so you wipe like what? So go back and forth, maybe smear your surfaces or make it worse. So you want something that can go near, it stick to it, and then when I wipe it off, it follows your cloth. So your surface is clean. Don't have that thing anymore. That is what we meant. When you use it dry, it attracts and traps fine debris from surface because it has electrostatic. Okay, electrostatic charge, it sucks it up. So when you dampen it, when you feel this cloth, it has a little bit of scratchy feeling. Not to hurt your finger kind of scratch, but you feel that it's, a bit scratchy. So it can help you to scrub off the grime and grease. So this one, it goes like this. So your debris will go up and down, up and down, up and down. It will not clean so effectively. Okay, and when you use a cotton to wipe the water surface, you will see it will still have a lot of water on top. You have to wipe a few times more, right? Now, antibacterial, this is not antibacterial. Normal cotton cloth is not antibacterial. This is, okay, this is. Ours is using nano silver, right? Yeah, this is anti-bac material is nano silver. Okay, nano silver to kill bacteria. And it's super fine fiber, absorb up to 7 times its weight, which means it's super absorbent when you have water pot. So we use this. Sometimes you wipe one time off, most of the water is already here. And the good thing is when you try to rig it out, most of the water will come out. That's why microfiber cloth dries easily as well. Okay. So this is how it looks in a microscopic way. It have a structure like a wheel like this, okay, where the holes in between will capture the dirt. So it's like a rolling machine, suck up your dirt and then carry it away in your cloth. So when you wash it, you scrub it, then this dirt will come out from these crevices very easily as well. Now the cotton, mostly we use cotton because it's cheap and it's easily available. We'll leave behind the streaks, and then this is like a grab driver. Carry this one, maybe drop here. Carry that one, maybe drop the other side. So it's not exactly very clean. Okay. This is what I said when the microfiber has super fine fiber inside. Now one thread, if I take out one thread from this cloth, one thread has many yarn. One of the yarn got some more yarn again. And then inside this second yarn got one yarn that looks like the rhoda that I showed you just now. So that is why we say that it can absorb more, because inside got smaller version and a smaller version got another smaller version. So it is very, very dense. So when it's very dense, when it capture the water, maybe this one capture a little bit and then this one capture more and then this one capture more. So it has more capacity to absorb water and also to clean. Now this is to talk about our antibacterial agent, which is the nano silver. So it stops the growth of harmful bacteria. Now you can use this to wipe a lot of dirty things. So what happened is when it does not have antibacterial property inside, the bacteria will start to grow on the surface of the cloth. And then, like I said just now, you will transmit, like you yourself would like wipe here, wipe there, wipe here. So everywhere will have this bacteria, correct? So with our cloth that has the anti-bac property, when the dirty things is here, you wash it off, somehow or other, you will still have a little bit of bacteria here. But what happened is, because we have the silver here, it stops the growth. So meaning if you have 10 of them here, instead of going to 100, 100 go to 1,000, 1,000 go to 10,000, 10,000 go to a few, 1 million kind of a thing, it stops. It stops there. So which means it will not bring that family of bacteria, the anak, to another side, and then the cucu to the other side, because I sort of like kill them. Okay, they cannot grow anymore. And when they cannot grow, you don't have smell. You don't have that musty smell from your cloth. And when bacteria grow a lot on your cloth and you don't wash it very effectively, you will find the cloth is very slimy. So you don't have that also here, because the bacterial growth is stopped. Okay, so that's why it says prevent substantial cross-contamination, meaning I won't be transmitting or transferring the bacteria from the cloth to the other side, from the fridge to my countertop to wherever else I use this. Okay, because I kill the bacteria here already. Now, so we have a simple cleaning instructions to maintain the effectiveness of the antibac in this cloth. Okay, so every day, you can clean this every day like this, right? Every day, you can rinse out the cloth thoroughly under warm water. No need boiling water. No need boiling water. Okay, just warm water. And then just go and scrub it a bit. Okay, and then rig out the excess water and then hang it out to dry. Don't use bleach or fabric softener. That's all you need to do. Right? Normal, you can, while you're using it, you can just use normal water to wash it off. Okay, but maybe end of the day, you just use a little bit of hot water mixed with some cold water just to make it around 60 degrees just to wash it a bit. Warm water lah, warm water. Wash it a little bit and then rig out all the water and just hang to dry. That's all. Now this one, people will ask, is it the same as the kain that is selling so expensive outside? The Norwex also have antibacterial? Yes. Yes, this is the same. Okay, this is the same, and we are not selling as expensive as theirs. So these are the questions asked. What is the antibacterial agent used? Silver base. Okay, silver base antibacterial, which is quite common now. I think silver is widely used as an antibacterial agent. So how long can it last? This is the question that a lot of people will ask. With proper care, last for years until this one rosak already, also still got a bit. But you have to maintain it, proper use and care. Maintain it like what we have taught you before. So why does it sometimes smell? So the proper care is not followed. Maybe you don't wash it at all or don't wash it thoroughly enough. Okay, then maybe high in mineral. Okay, the water, especially places where your mineral content is a bit high, it may have that effect. So if it smells, you soak it overnight in just normal laundry detergent and no need bleach, normal laundry detergent, and then wash it in hot water. Okay, now, because we want to make it super affordable to our members, we are selling it at 25 for 2, and also can earn 1 ERC with a purchase of 30 ringgit and above. All right, so this is super, super good. I think there is a typo here. It's antibacterial cloth, not the non-scratch sponge. Sorry, this is a typo here, right? So the next one would be also antibacterial and newly launched. This is a sponge, antibacterial non-scratch sponge. I think one of the company is also selling, Atomy is also selling. So ours is in price wise is much more how should I say, affordable compared to theirs. So this is newly launched, okay, pack of 2, right? So this is the non-scratch surface, and this is the surface where you can use to generate a lot of bubbles. Okay, so far, question all right? Right. Okay, let's go. Sorry, today got a few products, so you have to bear with me. Right, this is also another thing in the kitchen that has a lot of bacteria growth. Why? Because we use it to wash our dirty dishes. So the remnants of food will sometimes stay in here, and then it's always wet. Most of the time it's wet. So the bacteria like places where it's wet and warm, so it will grow. Okay. Now, generally, how long do you change your sponge? Anyone wants to answer this? How long do you change your sponge when you wash your dishes? Anyone wants to answer? This one. Once a month. 2 weeks. Wow, very good. You know, my mother, sometimes you use the old people, I use until this thing peel off, still want to use. Do you have that, people? I've seen my mom like that. Still can use. Still can use. Yeah, because our eyes don't see it, we think still can use. A lot of people will not bother to change because it's there. It still can use. So, okay, something to share with you. Okay, 362 different species of bacteria live in a single sponge. 82 billion pathogen found is just a 1-inch cube. This is like more than our whole world population, like that, or the whole thing. All the bacteria is there, living, masyarakat majmuk, living so happily there. And then we still continue to use, use on this plate use on that cup because still can use. All right, so we have to change it. We have to change our sponge. Please tell them we have to change our sponge, especially when it's not antibacterial, right? This one we check. We also have lab report from FITI. This sponge comes straight from Korea. It's made in Korea. So we check by FITI, is a lab in Korea to check textile, because this is using some material, okay, that is usually tested with the textile laboratory. So the bacterial static means it can kill bacteria with the reduction rate of 99.9. Okay, 99.9, which means that when the bacteria starts here, it stops growing. So I don't let it grow. This thing is like, it's like to kill the bacteria. I won't let it go to further generation of chuchu, chichit, and all these things. So when it's here, it stops growing. Okay. So when it stops growing, you don't have that risk of transferring from bacteria from this to your dishes, to your pot, to your plate, to your bowl, to whatever you use this to wash. Okay. Then this is the nylon surface, and this is the polyurethane sponge. This one, non-scratch, so you can use it on your Korea King. Okay, you can use it on your non-scratch ceramic cookware, right? And it can gently remove all the debris that got stuck there. Then this is the part where it's treated with antibacterial agent to discourage the growth and to reduce the unpleasant smell. Sometimes, especially those who don't change their sponge, if you dare to smell, really got that smell one, because the bacteria is growing here, and then you feed it like food daily because you wash dirty dishes, so it will grow more, and then when it grows, it has the odor. This is the part where the antibac is. because this is the part that it will be very damp. It absorbs a lot of water and then it stays wet here. And this is the surface where you use more, lah, I would say. So the antibacterial agent is here. Okay. So who are your target buyers? I think everyone. Everyone needs to wash their dishes, will need to have this. But to break it down to you, okay, a good value for their money, because ours is very competitive in the market, especially the introductory price. You really, really must ask your customer to buy more. And they need to buy more is because they need to change this often. So sometimes they will ask you, "Ayya, yours you say is anti-bac ma, so I don't need to change so often now." They may be right. You can actually stretch it a little bit, but do not say that you don't have to change. Okay, you still have to change. It helps you to reduce the bacterial growth. It helps you to reduce the odor, but you still need to change after a while. Okay, it's just helping you to not transfer bacteria to your dishes. So new member and current user of the similar products. Yes, if you have anyone using maybe other brands that is also antibacterial, you can ask them to change to this because it's more value for money, right? Then you can get new customers, tell them about this thing. Hopefully, because this is very affordable and the usage of it is, it's a mass market. Anyone needs this, right? So housewives and young customers can also buy. So practically it's everyone, everyone, because everyone eats from a plate and need to wash it, right? Every 2 weeks have to change, preferably. Okay, some says once a week, but we say 1 month twice maybe, right? So you buy this in bulk, good. Okay, how long does the antibacterial function can last? You can say goodbye to the sponge when it starts to smell already. But every 2 weeks, if you want to be very sure, every 2 weeks, just chuck this away. Ours, maybe you can extend it a little bit, but please ask them to change. I use this and I really like it, not because it's our product. It's also because I find that it creates a lot of bubbles. And when it has a lot of bubbles, it helps to wash off the dirt and the oil and the grime on your plates and your dishes better. And it's sort of like save your detergent a bit more, okay? Because when you do like this, it has a lot of bubble and you feel that, you know, it lasts longer, that cleaning effect lasts longer. So I really, really like this. So why do we have to replace it? Is because it grows bacteria. I mean, for normal sponges, that's why you need to replace it. For ours, it has antibacterial. It stops the growth. It stops the growth, but you still need to change it as often. Maybe not as often as the old ones, but still need to change. Okay. This one. Now it's $7.90 for a pack of 2. So if you buy 2 packs, 2 means 2 packs, which means you have 4 of this for $12.90. We gave you a market price, just a simple market price outside, where Aeon is selling 2 pieces for 8 ringgit. Even Shopee and Lazada is selling this more expensive than ours. So it's a good time to get ours. Some more antibacterial. I think all this market survey is also based on antibacterial sponges. So same thing, but more expensive. And now for introductory price, we are doing 2 pieces for $7.90, $12.90 for 4 pieces. It's a steal. Okay, so far, all right. And I think this is the last one. Q&A.
Compare this one with the
sorry, if you use enough or more of zero, Andy asked, If you use enough or more of the 08165, which is this one, should be able to settle. If not, then the oil can be cleaned and wiped. 898. Okay, sorry. This one, can we answer it with our... So the question now is, if for bacteria, I can use this. And then if I want to use to remove oil, I can use the disposable wipes. Correct? So why should we buy this? So disposable wipe and use this one. You don't, in kitchen, right? You seldom use this one on the go. I'm not sure if you cook a lot in the kitchen or not. You don't usually, at this point of time, when I spilled some oil, I will use this. You can use the disposable wipe, yes, okay, but we always need a kitchen towel in the kitchen. That's what I'm trying to say, Andy. A lot of people still have a kitchen towel in the kitchen, even though they have disposable multi-purpose wipes. Multi-purpose wipe is to wipe off very, very oily place, and then they don't want to wash and just throw it away. Correct. This one is to clean up your countertop with juices of your meat. And then you can still use this at the end of the day. You want to do a thorough cleaning of your kitchen, you can still spray this on the counter and then wipe it off, but not as you go, for me lah. So I think this two is still relevant to use together, if that helps you with your answer. Okay, last product, bear with me. Last product is also nearly launched. Oh, last two, sorry. This is the antibacterial meaty panties. So yeah, panties also we have antibacterial now. Why? Why? You may ask, who should use this? This is only for ladies lah, huh? Okay, so it comes in a pack of 2. We have this color and a nude. Why antibacterial panty is important? Because we live in Malaysia and it's very hot and humid. Usually when we are stuck in this weather, we sweat a lot, included everywhere. Okay, so female hygiene needs to be top-notch to stay dry and comfortable and odor-free. Because when your sweat meets with your clothing, it stays there for a while and it's very ideal for bacteria to grow. All right, and especially for female hygiene, you will have like some discharge, and that's where the bacteria loves it. Okay, so antibacterial underwear helps you to prevent the smell and the growth. Right? What is it made of? Okay, it's cotton. It's still cotton because cotton gives you a very light and breathable feeling. And we actually weave the cotton with bamboo fiber. So the antibacterial comes from the bamboo fiber. The brand of the bamboo fiber is called Tenbucel. Okay, it's the name of the bamboo fiber. I think we come with a card like this. You can, the members can actually, or customers can read about this material. Okay, it comes with a card like this. So it's made from Tenbucel. It's cotton, okay, weave with bamboo fiber. Now, bamboo fiber, if you are familiar, it has antibacterial properties. So that's why the whole panties, the cloth that is being used, the whole panty is antibac. Not the lace. Lace don't need to be antibac that much. The whole panty, the cloth that covers everything here, is made of antibacterial property. Okay, the whole thing. Not only some panties, they will say it's antibacterial, but it's only on the gusset, like this. It's this part. But ours is the whole thing, because when you sweat everywhere. And then especially when it's hot and you're in a heavy clothing, For those people who work in hospital, they need to wear a lot of protection clothing. It's even they even sweat more. Okay, that's where this one helps a lot. Okay, it has antibacterial function. Not only on this part, it's the whole panties, because when we sweat everywhere. This is also like, as sweat. So it's super soft, super comfortable, and very breathable. This is very, very important in this climate, right? You can see that it's very, very, if you guys have the stock already, I think you take it out and then you touch it. It's very small, smooth, and it's very, very comfortable, right? So it still has spandex, so it's stretchable. Okay, it's stretchable. So why do we say that we need antibacterial panties now? Okay, the panties, according to the Good Housekeeping Institute, it still have living bacteria. So we have to also replace your underwear every 6 months to help reduce the risk of UTI. So you know what is UTI, especially for women, is very, very common, which means that sometimes when you urinate, you feel a burning sensation and it's painful. Sometimes people get fever also because it's an infection near your urinary tract where the urine comes out, you have infection there. So the telltale sign is when you actually urinate, it has this burning sensation, painful sensation. And yeast infection, very common among the ladies. So you have to take care of your panties. Sometimes panties they don't change often. They wear until it's all rosette already, maybe years. But the good way is every 6 months. Now ours come with antibacterial. The whole panties is antibacterial to help reduce the bacteria growth. This is very important for ladies because we are very susceptible to bacteria infection, yeast infection, UTI, very susceptible. So this is a good panty to have because it's very comfortable and it's added with antibacterial function. How long can it last? It can last, the normal one, it can last 50 washes. This one can last until the fabric is damaged because it is weaved inside the fabric. It is weaved inside. So it is not something that is sprayed on or coated on. This comes together with the fabric itself. So it can last very, very long. Every 6 months, you need to change at least. Okay. This is a standard to make sure the health of your feminine hygiene is protected. Why? Because even if it's properly clean, it also still has bacteria. Now, ours will help you to minimize that risk, but you will still need to change it as often as 6 to 9 months, right? Because this one deals and touch the most intimate part of your body. If you want to take care of your feminine health, then you have to take care that things that touch the part where it's the most sensitive. And you wear this 24 hours, even as you sleep. I hope so lah. Some people may not, but even as you sleep, you're wearing this. So this one covers your sensitive part 24 hours, almost 24 hours, right? So it has to be of top-notch quality. And now that we have an antibacterial version, I strongly suggest all our members to be able to have this option to buy antibacterial panties. Okay. Okay, now it's 49 for 2. And if you buy the second, it will be 39. Now the same thing, almost the same design. Waco is selling $59.90 one piece. Ours is 49, 2 piece. It's less than 25 one piece, right? So we have M, L, and XL sizes for your customer to choose, and it's stretchable. See, it's very stretchable. This is what size? This is L size. See, this is L size. Can stretch like that. Can see? Very, very comfortable. And the lace is very, very soft. Not the one that will make you itch one. Okay? Very, very soft. All right. So far, this is another version. If member daily wears our panty liner, do they still need to dispose every 6 months? Okay, panty liner sort of like protects the protect your gusset so that it's not contaminated with the discharge. Okay. You may be able to change this maybe in a year, but also depends on the usage of the panty lah, because depending on how she takes care of the panty, you have to change it if this is deformed. The what do you call that? The elasticity is no longer working. Okay, but for cleanliness, 6 months. If the question is, if they use panty liner daily, do they still need to change every 6 months? So when you use panty liner daily, this part is not contaminated with the discharge, correct? So the shelf, I would say the lifespan of the panty is prolonged because it is not exactly very, very dirty. But you still have to look at the overall look for the panties. And also, you still sweat, right? This part. So you might still have bacterial growth here. I would say if you want to prolong it, you can maybe within a year, 9 months to a year, depending on the outlook of your panties. Okay? And we always have promotion. I think you can ask them to buy more, Shireen. Thank you for your question. So we'll move on to the last. Oh, one more question. Manufacturer same with Waco? I would say this manufacturer also work with Waco. They also produce for Waco, maybe on different things. Okay. Does that answer your question? Any more questions? Should I wait? Question or not? No more, yeah? No more, then I will go to another last product. Ken? Okay, this is under our feminine health as well. A limited edition of sanitary under SC, the sanitary napkin, ultra thin day use limited edition, which we have launched, I think, for Women's Day. Okay, it looks like this. Okay, so this is limited edition, limited edition. So which means that after we finish the stock, it should not have any repeat lah. Okay, what is this? What is this? Okay, the same thing we have as our SC range, right? The most of the same quality is there. So ultra soft cottony cover is very breathable, have multi-mineral core and super absorbent. Same quality as our current SC range. Okay, so very good is we don't have any chlorine, we don't have any formaldehyde, because some of the things that this are used to treat on the surface of the sanitary pad, we do not have, because we understand that this sanitary pad touches the most sensitive part of our body, and we do not want all this chemical near there. So we do not have this. This one also don't have all these things, right? So what is the difference actually, since we say that this is a limited edition? Now, if you have tried and opened this up, it is still lavender, but it is a lighter scent. All right, it's a lighter scent of lavender compared to our current range. We are trying to see also maybe to offer another limited option to see for those people who prefer lighter scent. Maybe, you know, a mother has been using our SC range for so long. Her daughter is growing up, you know, 12 years old, started, you know, her menstruation already. Let her try something that maybe she likes the lighter scent before she goes into our normal SC range. So this is still lavender and it has a lighter scent, a slightly different lighter scent compared to our current range. Pleasant lavender is not only for the scent, it also helps to neutralize the odor and helps relieve menstrual discomfort. Now, the special ingredient here is germanium. Okay, germanium. Our current one do not have this. We add this here. Okay, germanium also has anti-inflammatory effect. It improves the immune system and it promotes the blood circulation. We want something just to celebrate Women's Day. So we have this out. So you see the whole design is also very gentle, very light, very modern, just to celebrate our Women's Day. And then this menstrual cycle is what women have to face every month. So it's something that we want to celebrate. It's not, last time we always think that, you know, oh, menstrual is nothing good. But I would think we have to stop the bias. This is what this year's Women's Day's tagline is: woman is also stronger even though you have menstrual cycle. Okay, we are a human that bleeds every month and still survive. Okay, we are strong. So we want to celebrate us being women, right? And this is something different from men. They don't experience menstrual cycle. So we have this design to make it like more womanly, and then slightly lighter scent, and we add it with germanium benefit. But the current one still have all this benefit lah, all right? So other ingredient is similar to ours, far infrared rays and nanosilver and anion to give you the antibacterial protection and to promote blood circulation. So as usual, our SC range is very, very famous. I would say once you go SC, you use SC, you will never go back to any other brand because it is that good. It's super absorbent and it also helps you with your feminine health. This is just one of the options that we're offering with a lighter smell and with a germanium to help with extra anti-inflammatory effect. Okay, this is how it looks like if you have not opened it up. Our current day use is on this side. And this is our special edition. So you will see the color is slightly lighter. It's just an effect to let you know that it's different. And slightly different on the design, but it still helps you to absorb very, very well. And the difference is it has a slightly satiny top layer, which means when you touch it, it's softer. So I would say that, you know, for people who want to hesitate to try our current lavender range, you can start with this first. And then once they really like it, they can slowly progress into our current range. Okay, this is the frequently asked question. What is the length and thickness? So our current is 24. This one is 24.5. Just a slight difference. Thickness is the same. Target buyer, maybe, like I said, for people who just start to get used to the idea of using SC, maybe sometimes they feel, oh, lavender, I'm not used to the smell. Maybe they can start with this first. Okay, maybe they can start with this. Slowly, if you get used to it, then you can slowly go to our usual lavender smell. So maybe unscented range user also, they can try to use this to feel the lighter lavender smell. And if they like it, then they can slowly buy and change or vary You know, sometimes I use unscented, sometimes I use scented. Okay. So this is the price, one limited edition, one time off only. Yeah. Okay. Is there any question? Without mint sensation, it's not cooling. It's cooling, right?
No, no cooling.
No cooling sensation. Okay. So how come without mint sensation? So it's also for someone who is new to SE. So for them to try out, it's a lighter version of our current lavender version. So we just want to slowly progress to it. Okay, and D, to help this product or any SC, will we come up with drinks or medicine for this period since the pain is within the body? Okay, we don't have specific period pain product, but we do have a ginger drink with black sugar. That one is a old time solution for women that has period pain, right? We can have that. So if you are meaning to say health products, then we will feedback to our colleagues. So actually, after this is the last slides already, I think. Right? Yeah. Last slide. So what I also want to show you is, if you guys are still interested, to share how to do a slide demo with our cloth for your own customer, right? Either you want to do it in a video and you can send it to your customer list, or you want to do it live to for your customer. Depends on you. So this is what we have done on Facebook Live. I think Lini can show this. You can use a surface. We find that sometimes when you talk a lot, people might not understand or get into their mind. But when they see, that's where they will like, wow, like that. So I hope this can help you. You can get a surface of using a mirror, or you can use something that is reflective, like maybe a stainless steel plate or bowl, so that they can see the cleanliness. Okay, what we use here is oil and some sauces. Okay, just normal oil or whatever oil you want to use. So we smear the oil on the surface. Okay, on the tissue to smear. You just smear it on the surface. Just to give you the impression of what we usually will use the cloth to clean in the kitchen, where the situation is very oily and it has sauces. So we use like dark soy sauce, okay, and any brand lah, just to recreate the situation where we have stain in the kitchen. So you can practice this at home just to show, basically just to like I said, to show that it's stained with oil. Because how other people sell similar looking cloth is to show the effect of cleanliness, because you say only ma, everybody also say their products good lah. So usually they do demo, and I hope that the sharing of this demo can help you also. You can modify any way you like it, as we just show you some tips lah. Okay, can you see? Can you all see? Can you see how dirty this is? So you just spread it along. Okay. Hannah? Okay, Sharon say, okay, good. Good job. All right. So you prepare your medium to be dirty. Okay, it's we use mirror. You can also try on stainless steel plates or surfaces. Okay, the dulang la or plate la. just to show that the shiny surfaces so that you can see the difference. Okay. After that, you spray some normal water. Okay, just spray it on the surface because the surface has to be damp. Your kitchen is also damp, right? Just like that. Okay, let me see. So maybe we wipe half like this. So you do, if you are doing it alone, then you can do like one by one lah. So let's say you do this one by one, just normal kitchen dry cloth, and then you just wipe. Okay, lightly wipe, and you can see the streak. See the streak? Do you see the streak? Can see it. Please let me know you can see or not. I'm going to close off one light. Oh, can see? And yeah. Okay, then the other side is switch it on again. It's our cloth. Then you also lightly wipe. You see the difference? You see the difference? This is from our cloth. Sorry, this is from our cloth. And this is from the normal cloth. You see the oil and the stain is still there. Okay. Yeah, so you can do this. We will do a short video for you all, but if you want to do it in front of your customer, this is what I would suggest. Okay, you wipe this. See, if you want to wipe it again, okay, I try to clean this side, lightly clean. See this side, after I clean it with the normal cloth, it's still streaky. This one is not use the cloth. See, clean. Clean. This one because it's dry already. Because the cloth has already absorbed the water, but it does not bring along the dirt. So it's dry. Clean. See, it's clean. It brings along the oil. Therefore, other brand, the Novex will say that, you know, the cloth, no need to wash your dishes or something like that. You can also remove the oil. See, why I use the Germs is because you can see if oily, when you touch, it's oily. So this is no longer got oil. See, just now I pour oil on top, right? If it does not bring away the oil like this cloth just now, you will see it's oily. Now I wipe the surface, the whole surface already. It's no longer oily. Okay, this is what I want to show you. So you can also perform your own demo, right? Jennifer, since the day use design is very good, why not company change all old design? We can use this as a pilot study to see how the acceptance is. We will always try to improve our product line, right? If you have any feedback, please send it to us. We may not be able to change it immediately, but we will still take it into consideration. So do let us know after the customer has used the product and feedback to us. Just like this training, when I do something, I really hope you guys can give me feedback, can see or not, good or not, you know, so we can always work together. We may not be able to change almost immediately like that due to a lot of reasons, but we will still take in your feedbacks. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for staying with us for so long, for so many products. I hope it is helpful for you. So we have the Mandarin version. Yini will be doing it on the 5th of April. If anyone wants to listen in Mandarin and also watch the demo again, please join us on 5th of April. Thank you so much, so much. Have a good day and stay safe. Bye.